There are a few celebrities on top of all of the members of Congress that are here and all the media people that are here, but there's few that get as much attention as this young lady, Marjorie Taylor Greene. Great to see you.
Great to see you too.
Your brand is something else. What do you make of the support you have nationwide?
I'm so grateful for it. I'm just a regular American that got fed up with our federal government and really have always felt like it's both parties that have failed us. And that's why I ran for Congress. And so ever since then, I've been fighting the establishment, basically, since 2021 when I was sworn in. And I'm so grateful for the people and their support.
Speaking of that establishment, obviously you have a complete meltdown now going on with Biden. You've got obviously the balance of Congress hanging in the balance. You have the one little bit of hope, right? One half of 1/3 of the government is Republican right now. What's job one between now and November?
Well, that's two answers, really. Number one, this election is not over. Just because we feel like we have the momentum right now, we have to keep going. This is like driving the football down the field for a touchdown. We can't let up right now because the Democrats are not going to. It looks like they may be pushing Joe Biden out. At least those are the reports that are swirling around this morning. And we don't know who their candidate and maybe VP selection will be. So we have to be prepared for a whole new race. We have to get people to the polls. We have to get them to vote because that's how you win. So that's a big job ahead. Second job is in Congress, where I'm honored to serve Georgia's 14th district. I serve on the Oversight Committee and the Homeland Committee. Oversight is going to be the committee that's leading the investigation into the Secret Service. We have a big job starting Monday, and America deserves answers, and they deserve real answers and truth. They don't deserve some government narrative like we heard with weapons of mass destruction in Iraq. We deserve answers because people aren't buying it. The second thing that we have is another government funding deadline, September 30th. I, for one, am not going to be funding the Biden administration. I'm so fed up with it. So we still have work to do in the House with the power that we have, and that's the power of the checkbook. And Americans and Republicans deserve to see, across the country, deserve to see Republicans in Congress fighting for that.
What questions will you ask the head of the Secret Service next week?
I'll be asking her when she's going to resign and giving all of us her resignation letter. But also there's people under her that should resign as well. This is not one person at the top's responsibility. There's a whole line of people there that failed. I also want to know how a 20-year-old did this by himself, because I, for one, am not buying that. It seems pretty impossible and ridiculous that they want to feed us that narrative. And I'm really grateful to all the regular patriotic, President Trump loving people at the rally who all have video cameras and took videos and are putting those out on the internet, because there's so much information coming from them that we really haven't been given from law enforcement and Secret Service yet. So I think we have a long way to go before we really can establish the truth, and the truth is exactly what we need to hear.
Do you think there's any possibility that the Secret Service purposely put less of a footprint in Pennsylvania than they otherwise should have or would have? I mean, was this about the Biden administration saying, hey, Jill Biden's in Pennsylvania too, let's take some officers there, or he should just be protected like every other former president is protected? Is that happening?
No, that's not happening. Well, they came out and said that they had already enhanced his security based on the fact that there were threats against him, but we know that's not true. He was nearly assassinated. And no, I'm not buying it. They didn't do a good job. Kimberly Cheadle did tell us one thing on the call yesterday. She said that it is Secret Service's responsibility to protect former presidents and the current president. They didn't do that. They failed, and the entire world knows it.
Yeah. So is more resources the answer?
More resources, true protection, but the reality is we need to know how this happened in the first place.
Let's talk about President Trump. Not many people are as close as you are to President Trump. Talk about what this week has meant for him, and obviously with the dynamic of coming in here after Saturday, you were in the president's box with family and friends. Just talk about where he's at.
You know, that was a really big deal for me. This is my first convention. I've never been here before, and I was honored to speak on Monday night, but I was extremely honored to sit in the box with him on Tuesday night after being asked to do so. Because those speeches Tuesday night were Nikki Haley endorsing him and asking her supporters to vote for him, Ron DeSantis endorsing him, asking his supporters to vote for him, and Vivek Ramaswamy and others who had tried to beat Donald Trump in this primary election. It was a big deal to me because ever since I've gotten there, I have told all of them and fought them to their faces that no, I don't care what any of you say. Donald Trump is our president. He's the leader of the Republican Party, and all of you are going to have to get in line with the people who support him. Tuesday night that happened. This week that has happened, and I'm thrilled to see it.
Keep up the fight, and thank you for everything you do.
Thank you.